What's up? What's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Ringwalk Danny. What up, champ?
Man, back with another one, and it's always great to be here at Blue Wire, champ, and here to talk some rumors.
Well, one rumored fight and one official tissue fight.
So, the Zach Parker fight, that already has a date and everything.
Date and venue, O2 Arena.
Okay.
O2 Arena, November...
It's in November?
26th?
Okay, they ain't wasting no time. Thanksgiving weekend.
November 26th.
Right.
Yep. So we got a fight to watch, and we don't have to pay cable. I'm not 100% sure if this will be on ESPN, as this is a Frank Warren and Matchroom event. It should be on BT Sports from what I was able to see, and it won't be on a DAZN card.
Okay.
But Zach Parker is, I guess he's been most talked about as the man that would have faced Demetrius Andrade for an interim WBO title at 168, which was the division that Andrade was going to move up and challenge Zach Parker at. That didn't happen for various reasons, but the biggest, the secondary purse bid that took place was about $305,000 total, which meant both men had to split that, with Demetrius getting the short end of that. So he walked away from that purse bid, leaving John Ryder open to step in. Now, Ryder, surprisingly, makes this a bigger fight than what Andrade was, right? See, because for us Americans, we didn't care that Andrade was going over there to fight a dude we never heard of. But domestically, this is a bigger fight. You know, Ryder and Zach Parker, domestically in the UK, it's a bigger fight for them. So, you know, I am picking Ryder early. Early predictions will be Ryder. I think he's the tougher fighter, more durable fighter, been in there with the better opponents. You know, you had to have watched the Billy Joe Saunders fight to know that it was a very, very tight fight. Obviously, many believe he beat Callum Smith. Then he beat Daniel Jacobs. He has about 2 upset wins, too. He was on the Daniel Jacobs Canelo Alvarez card where he got a knockout win when he was an underdog. Yeah, so he's beat 2.
Who was that against? You're right.
One of those Eastern European names.
Oh, man, no, I was there, bro. I was there. Oh, man. Who was that against? But anyway, go ahead.
So, yeah, I just think that Ryder, he's seasoned. Zach Parker is a puncher, but he's been punching on people that we don't know. And it's Parker's turn. I mean, it's John Ryder's turn. But here's the twist. For all those people that love coming here, here's Nest's narrative. Winner gets Canelo. I hope you know. Canelo's going to be coming back off of a surgery. See, not even Danny knows that, and he's an Alvarez. So Canelo's coming back off surgery. He's coming back off guaranteed a year layoff. John Ryder, Zach Parker win. They become the WBO interim to Canelo Alvarez. He finally gets that UK fight he's been wanting, and it's a soft touch, so to speak. Not to say Ryder or Zach are pushovers, but they're definitely not the Gennady Golovkins, Jamal Charlos, and Earl Spence's of the world. Let's be real. David Benavidez. That's not, you know, those guys are not them until proven otherwise. That being said, this fight has a lot at stake because you do become a potential Canelo Alvarez opponent. If you're John Ryder, you're a shoo-in because you're with Matchroom. And Matchroom's with DAZN, and DAZN has Canelo. So if you are John Ryder and you can get this win, you're a shoo-in for Canelo. Look at what Bivol did. What did he do? Canelo told him, don't worry. Eddie told him, don't worry. He sat back. He chilled. Gilberto sending contracts. Golden Boy sending contracts. Nah. I'm relaxing. Eddie told me the Canelo fight coming. Sure enough, it did. So for Ryder, do the same. His name's already been mentioned with Canelo. Imagine a win, right? You know, of this stature.
But he could also look at somebody like Demetrius Andrade, who through 2 contracts, never got the big fight.
Explain what you mean. Who can look at Andre?
You're saying that if you're John Ryder, that you're like, shit, he's with Eddie, you know he's going to get the Canelo fight.
Yeah, I mean, the difference between Ryder and Andre is Ryder has a motherfucking country. You know, he can sell tickets, and he can draw Canelo to the United Kingdom because of Eddie Hearn and the infrastructure that Matchroom has out there, and it's an in-house fighter. His greatest payday versus Canelo might end up being like $3.5 million. Like, come on, bro. Is John Ryder really going to make the 6, 7, 10 million that Canelo opponents get?
Nah, he probably getting somewhere in the 3.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You come to the UK, you get your soft touch off the surgery, you get to put on a show because he comes in cheap. The infrastructure with Matchroom is there. So you got fireworks, you got everything.
So you don't want John Ryder to fight nobody, because that's 10 months. And I know obviously Canelo's coming off a layoff, but
I mean, this is not going to be an easy fight. Zach Parker, whether or not you believe that he's been knocking out people of note or not, they're people. You know, they're people. He did have a fight where many hardcores felt he lost. I believe it was to like Darryl Williams. Is that on his resume?
I do not remember the name off the top of my head.
Zach Parker should have a win that my hardcores are going to be like, well, he lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? But the luck of the draw.
It was one of those kind of fights.
Oh, no, it was one of those, if you find the message boards, they say he lost that. That was Darryl Williams 2018, 4 years ago. So he's been able to grow since then. Since then, he got the big win over Vaughn Alexander, who just got the big win over Louis Cubas Aries, who I might say is looking quite well in camp with Ishmael Salas. And, you know, he did get the win over Marcus Morrison. Morrison, I believe I made money on Morrison one time.
On Marcus Morrison?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Morrison might be a Bentley victim, is he not?
I definitely have never bet
on Morrison?
On Morrison. Ever.
Yeah. It might have not been on Morrison. It might have been on Morrison to not make the over against Parker.
To not make the over. Okay.
Or I doubt it was this. No, it has to be that. Oh, damn, he did fight Darryl Sharp twice. Has to be that. It has to be that. It definitely was not on that Eubank fight because Eubank fought him as well. But, yeah, man, nonetheless, decent fight, more of a domestic fight. For us, the only reason we're even, like, reminding you that Zach Parker has an opponent is because it was dangled in the eyes of American television boxing fans, you know, because of the Demetrius Andrade connection. So we were forced to talk about him. You were forced to hear his name. We don't want to just send that name to the phantom zone and never to be heard of again. We're letting you know what's taking place. But some other news here on the American boxing scene, according to ESPN's own Salvador Rodriguez. He had, you got the translation there? Oh, no? Well, he said basically that, you know, word on the curb is Garcia Lara has been talked about a few days, in the past couple days, kind of. I'm paraphrasing. It's also a Spanish to English translation that Danny probably will give you a better one in a minute.
If you could find,
I mean, just go to his Twitter, bro.
Okay.
It's right there on the Twitter. I'm sure he ain't deleted.
No, I wasn't sure if it was because, you know, he's part of that boxing show too. So let me see. You said Salvador, right?
Yes.
Chava?
Mm-hmm.
Chava ESPN on Twitter.
Yep. So point is, Laura and Danny seem to be in negotiations. The funny thing is that earlier, I think it was LaShawn, shout out to LaShawn, she had said that Tony Harrison deserved a trilogy with Charlo, or excuse me, with Harrison. Yeah, that Harrison deserves the trilogy with Charlo. And I said, obviously, he wasn't going to get that. He needed to do a little bit more to earn an opportunity at the Undisputed Champion. So A name like Danny could have catapulted Harrison into that maybe pay-per-view realm, but he loses the opportunity at Danny as Danny is going to fight a catch weight of 155 for the 160-pound belt versus Lara.
Lara versus Danny Garcia se habló hace unos días. Translation to Lara versus Danny Garcia was spoken about a few days ago.
Exactly. So he was in the right place where he overheard and was told, either overheard or was told that that fight is being worked on. So now that we got that out the way, the facts that we know is that Erislandy Lara is a middleweight champion. So, and by champion, I say that loosely. He's a regular. The true champion at the WBA would be Gennady Golovkin still because he moved up but went back down.
Yes, Gennady.
Until he vacates. Lara is the secondary champ, but that fight would have to take place at the catch weight of 155 where Danny can still fight for the title, kind of like Cotto did with Canelo, forcing Canelo to fight at 55. What do you think about that fight? I love that fight, by the way.
If it's at 55?
Yeah.
If it's at 55, I love it, man. I thought Danny looked sensational against Jose, and I know that Jose Benavidez is not a natural 154-pounder.
Nor is he Lara.
But Lara would have to come back down. Lara would have to come back down.
To his best weight, FYI.
To his best weight, but a weight that I feel that it was starting to get hard for him to make, which is why he moved up. I think the bigger money fights, especially over there, were at 54 for him, so I just think that it was starting to become hard. And given that he has to go back down, I don't know how he'll look, but I'm all for the fight. I love it. And I think that, this new Danny Garcia that we saw in the last fight will definitely make it an interesting and entertaining fight nonetheless.
Do you think it happens? It's being talked about. It's in-house. Can you, before you even answer, do you see it happening? What can be a major hiccup for it not to happen? Because, we know they both with Al. They're both on the same side of the street, same networks. They're both at the end of their career, so it's a good fight for the both of them. It's not really any danger. Maybe some would say Lara should be the favorite, being the naturally bigger man, being the naturally better boxer. So maybe Danny's slightly an underdog. But I don't know. What say you?
I honestly would favor Danny right now going into that fight. I think that he's just looked more impressive as of late than Lara. And again, Lara would have to come back down in weight. When you go up in weight at that level, you're doing it in a very cautious manner. You're putting on muscle the proper way. You're adding that weight the proper way. So I think it won't be as easy as people will think for Erislandy Lara. I think it'll be a very tough fight. And if I had to pick right now, I'd say Danny decision.
Really? I don't know. That's going to be tough. I don't know that Danny can outbox Erislandy Lara. Wow, you about to make me Google him right now. You're tripping. I know people probably mad at me because I've been off the Danny train, but bro, Lara's a phenomenal boxer. There was once upon a time I thought that Canelo lost to Lara. I had to go rewatch that fight. Fuck. Hurd had iron in his fucking hands, bro. And, he gave Lara hell to win those belts. I don't know. He's rounds boxed, 234. After that Hurd fight, I would say that Hurd fight was a war. Castaño, war. But I see Danny feeling safe because even Garcia, he didn't knock out Garcia.
Bro, that was a hard fight to watch.
He didn't knock out Vanez. Damn, boy.
That was a hard fight to watch.
Is he ready for Danny to take him right now? He's got 4 straight wins. Biggest name would have to be Fuck, can I really say O'Sullivan is the biggest name? I mean, Lamana don't got a bigger win than Gary. Gary's biggest win is who? Check Greg Vendetti. Who's his biggest win? He just beat somebody or lost to somebody.
You mean Spike O'Sullivan?
No, I got Spike. You check Vendetti.
Who was that?
Greg, he's the fourth name that he. Okay, so Douglas would be the biggest name Spike O'Sullivan beat. And that's Antoine Douglas that used to be trained by Kay Kimura.
Greg Vendetti, 23-5 out of Massachusetts. And he fought Erislandy Lara. Damn. Oh, that was a bubble fight.
Yeah.
That was a bubble fight. Okay.
So, yeah, Spike O'Sullivan would have to be the biggest win.
He fought a guy named Jimmy Williams in his next fight.
Mm-hmm.
Won by split decision. And then he fought just last week and lost by unanimous decision. So, and he had already been knocked out before Lara fought him, champ. Just throwing that out there. This Greg Vendetti guy, yeah.
And Lara wasn't able to get him out of there. So I see why Danny feels safe. 17 knockouts, over 30-something fights. I can see why Danny feels safe. I do want to do a poll, though, and see how people think this actually plays out in terms of who wins. And that's actually what I want you to do if you want to call in. Don't forget the number to do so is 1425
569-5241. Press one time.
And I was just going to say, guys, you need to log in so that they can call in. But let me build this poll really quick.
To get the people's opinion on
Danny and Lara, who wins and how. Because you're saying Danny by decision. So you're sold already. With one fight versus a welterweight at 54.
One fight versus a welterweight at 54. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Lara would have to be coming back down in weight, bro. That's 5 pounds. I feel like that's definitely gonna affect him.
Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
How long ago, or how long has it been since he's been at 54?
At 60?
No, 54.
Well, you're saying when was the last time Lara fought at 54?
Yeah, to see how difficult it would be to make.
Let me see.
How difficult is it for him to make? If he was just there, it might be right there. Plus, he hasn't looked like he ballooned. He stay at the fights.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years.
Okay. There's definitely some time to learn how to
Vendetti was
not be that weight anymore.
Vendetti was his last fight at 54.
All right, well, I got the poll out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I just went from 48 to 49. You go ahead and do the same. Smash that thumbs up. We were supposed to have Nico Ali Walsh in studio. Things happen. It's show business. We'll get him for the next time. There will be no Blue Wire show tomorrow or Friday as they have some blackout dates here. They're shooting another movie or something like that. I don't know. I heard it's going to be a porn right here on the table. But they're going to black out the curtains. Just saying. Look at Danny. Danny's like, yeah, and I'm going to watch it on Twitter.
Nah, Tim.
Oh, I thought that was going to make you laugh because that's your spot.
Anyways.
Nah, I thought that was like a perfect joke at the right time.
So you don't think Danny decision?
We'll see, man. Look, 67%.
Right now, you got to pick. Right now.
67% are saying Lara by decision.
Now it's only 60 because I voted. Now it's only 58 because somebody else voted.
Let's see. We have a poll. If you haven't been listening, now you're listening. Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara. Unanimous decision or KO. Which one you picking? Okay, now Danny's UD by 35%, but Laura's back to 53. See, I mean, So I don't know, bro. Blue Blood said at 2 o'clock. Did he not do anything? I mean, did he text? Let me check my email. He said he would email me too. Nope, I got
Was
nothing.
it 2 p.m. Eastern?
No, 2 Pacific, right?
Is it 2 Pacific yet?
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, it's 12.
And that means, 2 Pacific.
Shout out to Hardin got Ness a bit confused.
What?
Bro, so that's 5 Eastern.
What?
He hasn't posted anything, so I don't know if that
I hope
announcement
you don't
is
get
coming.
me all excited for nothing.
Let me see if he has anything on the channel. He was supposed to have like a big, or there was a fighter supposed to make an announcement, right?
He called me and told me that there was going to be 2 fighters using his channel to announce a big fight. And, obviously I wasn't trying to take I can't tell you for an answer, so I started fishing and asked about the 4 biggest name fighters that haven't fought that we want to fight. And, he just laughed and said, I wish. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But Blog Talk is open. I do see a 313 has to be Ohio, but you got to press 1 if you want to talk and you want to, voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. It would be amazing for you guys to pick up these phone lines.
But, Nuss, let's tell the people about this giveaway since we have some time.
Absolutely.
Get the screen share and walk them through the process.
Full screen share on the screen share,
whenever
please.
you're ready.
Voila.
What we got here, Ness?
What we have here is a collaboration between the Boxing Voice, the #1 boxing podcast in the planet, and Stagefront, VIP. They have become partners with Matchroom, so they're doing VIP experiences for all the Matchroom events, and we're going to be doing December 3rd, Chocolatico, who's taking on Estrada, and we're going to be giving you guys multiple VIP packages, which include not only floor seats, but you get to come to the live party where we get to perform live from the actual venue. So that's going to be amazing. I think that's a first.
Yeah, so we'll be in a private lounge inside of the Gila River Arena.
Gila River.
Actually, it's called the AZ Blue Club, not even lounge. Food, alcohol, drinks,
All
beverages,
included.
Everything's included and will be provided and served. We will have David Benavidez, Phoenix's own, in the building.
3-time champion.
Showtime Sean Porter in the building.
2-time champion.
Yes, that's right. The Porter Way podcast very own Showtime Sean Porter.
From Blue Wire.
We will have Raul Velez, Mayweather,
Ramblin' Ralph.
TMT ring announcer, Jesus Ramos in the building.
Red hot 154-pound contender.
And Michael Carbajal, the legend.
Hall of Famer.
So not just will we be doing a live show there and performing in front of the crowd, but we will also be giving away a free VIP package that is available for purchase through their website.
Yep.
Should you go to stagefrontvip.com.
Should you not want to win the raffle.
If you go to stagefrontvip.com
Giveaway.
/boxing voice, right? No THA, just boxing voice.
Just
you can sign up for free. Actually, let's go to that next so people, because you got to scroll.
I know. Once they screen share. Brian. That's my Batman. Old school Batman.
Terrible.
Look, he switched.
So
right
now
on time.
you just got to, you see how easy that is?
That was so easy.
Like first and last name.
First name, Danny. Last name.
Hold on. Erase
Ringwald.
Erase it. I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to start the timer to see how long it takes.
Nah, I'm not going to erase.
No, erase it.
No.
Erase it.
Boxing.
All right, so I added
At me.
So
phone number.
20 seconds already.
702 because I'm a Las Vegan.
Right? 20 seconds. 23.
That's all it took. That's all it took.
24.
That's all it took.
Well, you got to add the last 7 digits.
I got to pick. Estrada.
So it took 32
555
seconds.
dash 5555.
So it took him
That's my number.
34 seconds. That's it.
That's it.
And I'm pretty sure I'm lying.
You're pretty sure he's
Probably
not
less.
lying.
Probably less.
Are you sure you're lying?
Probably.
Why would you lie?
Because you didn't start over.
There you go. So this is the Stagefront VIP site. But remember, it's VIP.com/The Boxing Voice.
No, it's not. It's actually
Boxing Voice.
Boxing Voice. No, the.
Who told them to take that out?
They found it a big ghetto, I guess. I don't know. But, it was probably going to be confusing, right? Because people were going to use proper spelling. But nonetheless, you can just go to stagefrontvip.com, head over to head over to giveaways. But if you want to ensure yourself,
yeah, then you can just click here, VIP tickets. If you just don't want to
click on it so people can see.
I did.
No. You got to click on the event, Estrada versus Chocolatito.
Oh, giveaways, packages. No. Giveaways,
yeah, tickets,
yeah,
right there. Boom.
This is how you do it. If you just want to buy your own set, but they're very expensive, $850. But you get a lot. You get official ringside tickets. You get to be at the pre-fight party with us, including food and alcohol, which means you could get hammered.
And autograph merch.
Plus, Eddie Hearn's going to be in the building. Don't forget Eddie Hearn's there. And I'm signing autographs, but I am charging minimum $250 a pop.
Whoa. Hold on, for you to autograph?
Yes, because I know they're going to sell it on eBay.
Yeah. I usually charge for pictures.
Okay.
Autographs free.
So experience it. Get yourself official tickets. And don't forget to say that we told you about this. You know what I'm saying? Because the giveaway is with the Boxing Voice, you see? So you can literally go to stagefrontvip.com and then just click giveaway.
They're saying to drop the link in the chat now, so.
Oh, really? Do you really want the link?
Indeed.
Is that what you want? We're good on the screen share.
And not just, see, I've never been to Phoenix.
Me neither.
Ness has never been to Phoenix. So we thought, wow, like, great, we're going to be in Phoenix for the first time this December.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, were we wrong.
Nope.
We're actually going to be in Phoenix for the first time next weekend.
Is it next?
Next
week. It's not 2 weeks from now?
Next weekend as...
2 weekends from now. This weekend and the next weekend.
So you said, what was the last part you said? Next weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 weekends from now.
So like I was saying, next weekend we will be in Phoenix, Glendale area hosting.
Wait, did you say this weekend?
Next weekend.
Okay.
Next weekend.
I wasn't sure.
Not 2 weekends from now, but next weekend.
I wasn't sure.
I almost said August. Damn. October 29th, we'll be at McFadden Social House doing a live fight party for the Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva and Vasyl Lomachenko versus Jermaine Ortiz fights. And then once the fights are over, we will be hosting the live after party. So book your sections early. We will be at McFadden Social House in Glendale, just steps away from the Gila River Arena where Jake Paul and Anderson Silva will be throwing down.
That's dope. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. So excited. Something new location. So pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely excited. Looking forward to that. And if anybody's in the Phoenix, Glendale area and plans to be at either event, or you would like to be at one of the events, head on over to stagefrontvip.com/boxing voice and hit us up so you guys can find out where we're going to be, because I'm sure we'll do something outside of the scheduled as always, Ness, as you like to do, fan dinners and things like that. All right, Mr. Gibbs. And on top of that, did you want to tell them about the other possible trip, or are you holding off on that?
Mexico?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you already told them.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've gotten $330 worth of donations for our Mexico trip to the WBC convention. So obviously we need another couple of hundred from a few of our most loyal and obviously wealthy supporters, or those that can do with donating and allowing us to get to this location, as they seem to truly, you know, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I'm a Gemini. We're pretty conceited, and I did do the best, really. I don't know anybody else that did as good as me at the last convention. Just saying.
2 conventions ago.
Was there one after that?
Yeah, last
Because
year.
it feels like after I went in there, shit been duds.
Nah, it was actually pretty lit last year.
Where?
It was in Mexico City, so it was like it was crappy location. It was crappy location.
Isn't that like?
Pickpocket City, yes.
Be careful what I say.
But this year's in Acapulco. When you went, it was Cancun. So I think the one you went to was definitely the most
The best one?
memorable because you got to have some fun. But yeah, was Floyd at that one?
Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah.
Probably because that's a whole week worth of things, and I don't remember when I got there. I was there for quite some time, but I don't know exactly when I got there. And guys like that, they're not there every day. You got to check the itinerary.
No, I was just asking because I know he went to Mexico City last year for the WBC convention. So I just wasn't sure if he was there in 2019. But nonetheless, definitely appreciate Jonathan Sims and all of our supporters. And I think we took a look. I think we're gonna be able to make that happen. We're hoping so, and fingers crossed.
Yeah, man. But like you said, shout out to Canna is saying, to be clear, 200 more from the community, total 500 to make the convention. Hell no, that trip like a $3,000 trip. But yeah, so far we got in 330, Canna. So if you send in 200, we'll be having 530, and we're almost there.
Almost.
But we're going to make it happen one day at a time, even though we have a deadline for purchasing of the tickets, which is
Saturday morning.
Jesus.
Nah,
you're lying.
Bro, I mean, unless you're trying to cut it within 2 weeks so then prices could go up. You seen them prices, champ. It ain't cheap. It is not cheap at all.
I had asked one of my coaches, like, yo, is it true you fighting so-and-so? And he just texted me. He's like, I just looked at the kid. He's 7-0. He's only fought bums. It makes no sense for us. But it wasn't me trying to get him to fight. The kid told me that he got sent the contract of the other kid, so I called the kid's coach, like, yo, is it true?
So they lying.
Somebody's
lying. Okay.
Somebody said no to him, is what he's
Somebody's lying. Okay. Yeah, it ain't good to
lie. So let me check if we got callers. This afternoon, it's nice and empty over there on the phone calls.
I know, man. People working. It's like in the mornings they're just getting started. It's like I don't know if you've ever worked a 9 to 5, but bro, even when I was in the military, we never really start working till after lunch. Like, you might do a few things in the morning, but you don't really get to work to actual work. Like, get to doing important shit till after lunch. It's like that sometimes,
Yep. No, I totally get it.
So people get busy. People go to pick up their kids from school, and it is what it is.
So what do you think the potential date would be? When was the last time that Laura was in?
Potential date for?
So Laura last fought May. Wow. So definitely like a February, March. And if they want to be nice to Laura, it's got to be maybe even January, right? Sheesh. Danny last fought.
He just fought in July?
Okay. All right. Larry Smooth sent $20. He says, not much, but this is for the convention. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. So now we at $350.
Let's go, champ.
Now we at $350, baby.
We appreciate you.
You know it, Larry Smooth. You the man.
With the plan.
Word. The plan is to get us to
Acapulco. Good job.
Not Cancun. Acapulco. On our poll, we've been going only for 16 minutes, but it says Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara. Danny by KO, 14%. Danny by UD, 35%. Laura by 43% unanimous decision. Laura by KO, 8%. And that's what I was saying. It's going to be hard for Danny to outbox Laura, but I guess it's worth that loss if you are getting a title shot.
For Danny?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, at this point in your career, if you're trying to get that, like, who else could he fight at middleweight? Because this middleweight, it's not even 54. It's not even a super welterweight fight. It's a middleweight fight. So who else could he fight to become a middleweight champ or any version of? That's going to be...
Nobody, bro. It's going to be tough.
Exactly.
It's going to be tough. Like, this is the stars aligning itself. He's just got to dig deep and try to pull off the win if he really wants to win. But you know, the boxing gods couldn't have set up a middleweight title easier for him.
There you go. So it's going to be on Danny now to make that possible. Like, you get that fight, it's on you now. You know, but I'm trying to think of other big fights that he could shine in. Like, what else is out there for him at this point in his career?
For Danny?
Yeah.
Rematch with Thurman is still available, and they could do it at 54. Danny can do... I think, you know, the loyalty to Al Heyman with these guys is a little bit crazy because I think Danny could have easily fought a Virgil in a big-ass fight. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Virgil got nothing right now. He needs... That would be like, you know, Al would be doing fucking that Golden Boy and Virgil a favor, so they can even take Virgil to Puerto Rico if they wanted. That's how bad it is. You know, remember, Orlando Salido had to go to Puerto Rico 2 times with Wama. 2 times. That's sad, bro. We ain't had a Puerto Rican bring us to Puerto Rico since then.
I've never been.
Crazy.
You went to that?
I mean, the convention is whenever I told you.
That's in that one's in December.
No, that one's this week. That one you literally got to leave Sunday.
Oh yeah,
it's Sunday to Friday.
Yeah, it's too late.
Says who? You better check from TJ.
From TJ, what's the San Juan?
Yeah, San Juan, Puerto Rico, por Torro, pay. Puñeta, papi, vamos para la isla. La isla.
You know Edgar's gonna be there.
No.
Oh yeah.
That would be. I mean, yeah, he is a WBO champ. You should have his father up and see if he really gonna be there. His father might, yeah, yo, come through, yo. We got the mansion.
I do have his
dad's number.
Yeah.
Use it.
San Juan. But we wrapping up.
We are, man. Unfortunately, these afternoon shows need to continue to build themselves to get us some callers. But you guys are making me look bad. You know what I mean? You got me to the studio, and now you left me here with no audience. I swear. It's like, where are my callers at, man? You was just talking that with Jared. Whoa! Just when we thought we were leaving, we received a $100 super chat. He says something for the convention. So now we have 450. See what I'm saying?
No, 470 with the last 20.
No, the last 20 took us to 350.
Oh, you right.
Now 100 takes us to 450.
Let's go, Mark. We appreciate you, champ. Thank you.
And Mark is supposed to be in the Netherlands, but he keeps sending dollars.
Oh, wow.
What up? What up, Danny?
You funny, champ.
I know. Where are the callers? But you could call in if you want to call in. Sniper 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. There we go. In the 402, need you to press 1 so we know it's you and that you want to rock out. Let me go ahead to my little trusty list and see who's calling in the 402, or is it a new caller? I got to stop. I forgot Danny married now, man. What up?
Tampa's cheap.
Tampa?
Yeah, if you go from Tampa to San Juan.
Yes.
I'm just throwing that
Okay,
out
so
there.
is that Tony? Oh, that might be Canna in Nebraska. That's who it is. Canna, what up?
Yo, what up? Shit, I just, tapped in real quick before I jumped off the mug. Just to, chop it up real quick. Brad Parker and John Ryder. Sound like a cool little fight, something to watch.
What's your early
Danny
prediction on
Garcia
that?
and Lowell. I'm gonna take Parker on that one.
Really? By decision or
I'm gonna take
KO?
Parker. It's probably gonna be a decision.
Wow.
It's probably gonna be a decision. And
And
I'm
is
just
that
edging
is
Parker.
that
It's
is
not
that
like it's.
is that just because Ryder's been beat? Like, because he's faced a better opposition by far.
Yeah, he's had the better opposition, but I just feel like Parker's youth and zeal will take him over on that one.
Mm.
But as far as Danny Garcia and Lara, actually at 160, I like Lara. If they drain him, of course, Danny has an advantage there. So we'll see if that actually come off the paper, so to speak. And yeah, man, we need to loop in that Discord. We need to talk to them engineers over there and just loop that on in because the backhaul is popping as always.
They said they've never had success here using Discord, bro.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's just hard to pry people out of that, out of the conversation they having freely back there all day,
Mm-hmm.
and then pull them over to Blog Talk. But that's just some technical shit for the back end. And then, what's the name? You announced something about the Vargas, right? Vargas boy, the youngest one signed to Top Rank.
We
Yup.
seen that, man.
Emiliano has signed to
To
top
top
rank.
rank. He's gonna be fighting on the Johnny
Lucky
Bet card.
Say it again.
So they just going off of self at this point. There's no more family
That's
contract.
it. That's it. There's no more family contract. What could you do, man? If you weren't able to finagle it the first time, you're not gonna do that off of a dying network in Triller.
Yeah, that's true.
They would have needed that. They would have needed that Triller deal to be a success, so that could have worked out. Because if they would have got a 3 fights each on that Triller deal, Top Rank would have picked them up. But like Emiliano only got 1 fight,
Mm-hmm.
and he was supposed to be a
all only
star.
got one.
They all only got one fight with Triller.
Yeah.
I know they fought a couple on Ring City, USA when that was a thing.
Mm. And by a couple, he means the other sons, because now Emiliano.
Yes, he's 1-0.
He wasn't able to get in.
So we'll see, man. It's early. It's early in their careers. It is early.
As far as Florida Springfield goes, just to switch it up a bit, tomorrow, the over-under is looking like 2.5. You think he makes the under?
Who?
Floyd Schofield and Daniel Rojas, I want to say his name was, or
Does
Rosales,
Daniel, you saying does Daniel make the over?
Right, does he get past 2.5 with Schofield?
I don't know his opponent, bro. I'm going to have to watch tape. I can't make that call just yet.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I was just, peeking at the lines, trying to see if there's anything worth trying to do this week, but it don't look like it. I'm going to have to wait till next week to try and bounce back from my little L. And I know you taking Paul in that Anderson fight, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm going to take Paul. Like, if I do, it's going to be low, man. That's a very tight fight, and he's not a real, until he wins this fight, he's not a real boxer. So it's like, I seen him, I seen him curl up in that, what's that fight?
What fight?
Woodley fight. He curled up on him, bro. He ain't look right, man. He looked, you know what I'm saying? He looked a little bit of, worried. But,
okay.
So I don't know that I'm betting on that crazy. Maybe that's going to go in a round robin, though. You never know. But you know where to find me. Betting show, baby. Betting show. That's actually 2 days from now. So I do got to do my research because there are still some fights to make some money on.
Yeah, I mean, this week it's just Schofield and a couple other. I think there's a UK fight on Saturday.
Bro, wait, where'd you find odds on Schofield? Okay, I see him. Never mind.
Disney, you already know.
Where they got him at? What they got him at? No, I'm saying what they got him at.
No, Schofield's a huge favorite.
Yeah,
Minus 2,500.
Yeah.
It's more about the over
under.
under. It's more about the over under. I see what he looking at there. And guess what? I just found out what people don't know is Schofield been training with Ronnie Shields for the last 4 fights.
Ooh.
4 fights. Ronnie just texted me today. I'm like, yo, who in camp? He like, oh, I'm actually with Morel, but we left to Schofield in Cali. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I've been with him for the last 4. I'm like, what?
He said the last 4.
On the low.
All right, last 4.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just, popping on real quick, say what's up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I watched an Alicia interview, but y'all ain't talking about her right now, so I ain't gonna do nothing. All right, late.
All right, Chan. Appreciate the call.
All right. Well, that looks like we are forced to wrap up. I do want to remind everybody to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are currently at 157,482. So we're inching our way to that road to 1 million subscribers. First stop is going to be 158,000. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and tell a friend, tell a bunch of other friends, and even your kids and your nephews, even you looking at me from out there. Grab your cell phone, subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Boxing Voice. Yes. If you want your weekend to go well, you got to do that. This is Vegas. But, Danny, where can they find you?
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram and Twitter.
And that's GTO.
We are The Boxing Voice. Follow us on all podcast platforms and social media platforms. And make sure to sign up for our huge giveaway at stagefromvip.com/boxing voice.
Final screen share on the end, just so that you know where you need to go and what it looks like and how simple it is to partake in this absolutely free giveaway that is valued at over $1,900. You're going to get floor seats. You're going to get part of our live broadcast, which we've never done that before, from a suite, from a lounge,
from a club inside the arena.
I mean, that's a first, man. Thank you to Danny. He's allowed us to put that under our TBV resume, another notch on the belt. We've done collaborations with Hennessy and Chivas. We've been at bars and restaurants, but this is now diferente. Something new. So catch us on the next one, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Peace.
Adios.